Perseverance feels so bad. I, as a person, as a friend, and as somebody who was at the forefront of ensuring that he is kept in the saddle of that office, feel completely disappointed. What is in the state that is left? Go to the state library. We have 2 professors in office. The governor claims to be a professor. We have the one we know is a professor as the deputy governor. Has been a vice chancellor of a university, a reputable professor. But we don't have a state library that was the state of the art. Go to the International Conference Center. He has done nothing about it. Go to Barracks Road and see Cross River Newspaper Corporation. It is completely open. Nothing is there. Go to the ministries themselves. No ministry has functioned since he came into office. I don't know how he's going to hand over because he will have nothing to hand over. He came up and said he has signature project. The deep sea port, super high. When a friend came in from Lagos and was thinking it is this billboard they were seeing in Lagos, was very happy, wanted to see the spaghetti flyover. And our present NBA chairman said, okay, let me take him to Odokbani Junction, let him see the spaghetti flyover. They were all disappointed. I said, that is what is called the spaghetti flyover. And when I said, pleaded with him, I said, well, spaghetti is a foreign product. If we can't have spaghetti, give us Indomie. Yeah, people said I was trying to ridicule him. So there is nothing. The state is in a complete state of disrepair. Nothing. He has left the state in a very, very dejected manner. Nothing is in the state. In fact, I pity the person coming to take over because the work he has to do is enormous. Is it the cleanliness? We are not known to be dirty people. Very, very unfortunate that we have Ben Ayade to be in government. To be in government. A great disservice to the people. And I blame each and every one of us. Maybe I might have contributed. But I was the first person who started campaigning for him not to be given a second term. And I have no regret for campaigning for him not to be given a second term. Because having been close to him, I was his lawyer. I knew early enough that he did not come to government. And I raised the alarm that this man did not come to government. He shouldn't be given a second term. But the elders from the north, all the way from Obanliku, Ogoja, Bekwara, Yala, down here, summoned me for a meeting in Chief Asoko Ekpenyong's house and said, but don't start that. We don't want to have this level of disruption in the system. And I said, it is better to have somebody from the north who will come to ask for another term than to have this man run down the state again for another 4 years. And here we are. I said, okay, no problem. If all of us are in agreement that they should take a second, they have shown it clearly by rejecting him at the poll. And I keep saying that I owe them, traditionally, I said I would take drinks to go and thank the northern people, the people of the northern senatorial district. Because it is a clear manifestation of their rejection of him. If he has done well, does he need to make any effort to go to the Senate? When he went to the Senate, Leon Imoke was preparing him for governance. And like he told me in person, he said, Mba, do go and handle this matter well. Because that was when he had a pre-election dispute. That was the first case I did for Ben Ayade in Senator Leon Imoke's house as a sitting governor. He said, Mba, please go and look into this matter because I'm trying to prepare a platform. God's willing, he may take over from me. I said, somebody prepare a platform for you. Did he prepare Prince Otu? He said, not one person in your ESCO, not one person among you did you prepare. The APC primaries that took place here did not show that somebody was prepared. Not one. Not one person. He was given every opportunity. He was given contracts. When he tells people that he had money and then he had money to fund his election, that was not correct. But inside, I knew what happened. Most of them are not what we talk. There was no money. There was no money. So I I don't see one good thing to talk about his government. Not even a single one. I'm very sorry to say so. The few things he said he has done in terms of creating some industries, is it not what he wants to sell to himself, which we have gone to court now? We've gone to court, and I use this opportunity to warn any person who wants to come and buy those properties, because there is no how Ayade, even though they are moribund, even if the structures alone, let them remain there for perseverance. We have gone to court and the matter is sub judice. So any person who goes to buy is wasting his money. He's wasting his money. He wants to sell Transcorp to himself. This one, they said garment factory and all that. Even the small ones he has done and are there, even though there is nothing going on there, they are not functioning. Leave them. Let perseverance see it. He say he wants to concession. What do you mean by that? Go and check the list of the people. Wants to sell them to himself so that he will own them.
President administration have done excellently very wide. Why say so? People who ordinarily are described as ordinary domestic appendage by some class are people who today are part of this administration. The governor gave hope to the hopeless, liberated the downtrodden from the shackles of political and economic backwardness. Outside that, for me, for the governor to accept and then stood his ground that for the sake of justice, equity and fairness, power must return back to the South. That alone the governor has done very well. And the history will not forget him in a hurry.
8 years or 4 years, everybody have his own, both the positive and the negative aspect of it. So early in the morning, coming to school, you see some people trying to clean the environment to make sure the road is well kept and the distance in the street is well kept. But I found out that those old women, even though he's giving them a stipend, those old women they refuse to give them their about 3 to 4 months salary. Then ask me, how do they survive? Like, how do they take care of themselves and their children? Remember, these same people, their children are in school. Some of them, their children are learning a trade. So now looking into it critically, Ayade is not really trying that aspect of it. In salary, pension, and the rest of it, and he has not tried. And if you check the promises he made, let me say his agenda, you see that he is yet to fulfill his agenda. All right. So if you can check that most of the things Ayade told us said that he's going to do, he has not done it.
Commissioner nyina ko training no nyina me do Oliver doc e ma no yo ko si gba nyina be da wi gba nya ko fion nyina ira wi no ko no nyina de ntemu kara ko mi ri on te nyina di namde ko ru kara mo ngokure ndi on te nyina namde wi gba nyina ko e ka nyina ko fion nyina di former ukara ko ru da ma me na ko nyina yo ko nyong so nka nga mi ko mbok nyina mi pu bok item mbok ya ko governor nyina wana nte gbereri agba nyina ko ke nyina mi nyana mbok ton nka ka to chen ko wora di yam ngan ko isong Ogureke go den yindi maika e do nyini itongutom nyini itongutom ina namutom tutuam sankane kai fan idam bure ko mi si no dem mi anye ken su ndam pe ku fo anye ken dan yung kini ndam pe ku fo ngwet no ni tomi ni tombo no ken we dia no boy no mpre ko enwe e ka ngwet awu mi kpaga mi ko ni yanu fo dia ma no mi ne ti sa tan woro ku fo awu kpaga mi ko nkan ken pe ku fo mbo ya ukara wane sem ko e ba nyin mbo kuru ami e korere asem friday awu kpaga nyina ko mbo yiki san iferi ke kom no office on Iki sign for the Urania government, if any minute, a young around the Yanaka. I reckon yen in Teka. In the Yakos, why I got some months was and them. I didn't know we are one equal. Mbok, one same Koba, you don't come on a canyon more.
The 8 years of Ayade government in the area of security has been very fruitful. Right from when he came into office, he introduced a robust architecture of security in the state, and it paid off. Right from then till today, the state has served as one of the most peaceful states in the country. The achievement level in the security area of security was very, very fine, because all the security agencies enjoyed correct and good synergy. Operational Kwaku, which wonderfully performed very well. so much that even when all the crises we were having before, you see that there are 100 very, very reduced in the state. Today, the incidence of custody that was everyday affair has now become a matter of past. Here is the government that made sure that all criminal hideouts in this are wiped off. From even the militancy that was pervading the state for a long time, through that administration, we are able to bring in amnesty that ended the hostilities which the then Bakassi Strike Force, all the security agencies are very, very well happy to sitting in a very strong strategy that has made the success of security operations perfect. Before now, you were hearing of Bakassi boys. You hear of all the uprising in Boki and many other places. The administration came and was able to make an amnesty program which brought out those boys from the creeks. Cross River enjoyed peace. The same way in Boki, Cross River enjoyed peace. Coming to town, before now, every now and then, you have sacred courts, fighting, killing. And it was here, in this administration, the sacred court came in to denounce their cultism openly and shun the idea of fighting or killing people. What of kidnapping? It was a rampant show, but today, where is it? The administration did very, very well as far as security is concerned.